Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. He was almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way, because we know that can be a dangerous tactic, because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. 10. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Christian Barmore in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turning.
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It's a room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones now throwing on first down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his his throw here's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taylor now to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Matt Judon, the former Raven, there on the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Landry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jones on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got Smith here. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing on second and long. Jones. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not. Just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Browns. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run again with Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Chubb. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Patriots 38, Browns 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor now from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Jones on first down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44, Jones. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he spins past him and into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And running with power here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PT. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taylor now from the end zone. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Oh, Aguilar, what a catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
74 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Throwing, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, me and you on deck.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He gets it to James White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be